Hello, listener. Welcome to Azara's Fist, an amateurish production. In this game, as in all our games, the players at the table are utilizing various safety tools to ensure we all have a great time. We encourage you to use the safety tools at your disposal while listening as well. Content warnings for this episode can be found in the episode description. So as you make your way into town, John is very pleased with himself that he was able to pass your test, as it were, that you were there making sure people knew what they were doing and why they were doing it. And he very adequately explained and continues to do so as you walk along. Yeah, so, I mean, for the last couple 100 years, I mean, we've been digging this site and we move on to the next one, and then when you finish a block, when your workers finish a block, that's how you get your next allotment of soul coins.
Buck's eye twitches.
Yeah, you get what I mean. I mean, addresses you, Buckley, and you know, I mean, you really ought to get in on this thing, because the value of these is just exploding. I mean, it's the more souls die, the more valuable the work becomes. You don't
understand. You already passed the test. You don't need to continue.
You also understand that we work for the company, therefore we are already in on it. So thank you.
I'm just so excited about it. It's really awesome work, and I really think everybody should be involved in this whole thing.
Right, you understand. We are involved.
Right, but we do. But let me just say, we do love to see your passion. That means a lot, and we will be putting that in the report.
There is an anime vein pulsing in Bucky's fucking forehead.
I think Ved's gonna tower over this person, and from the Abishai's mouth, just and I'll explain how I'm doing this, drool on them. And what's actually happening is Ved is putting the trunk where it is, and then drooling their nose shit on them.
Whoa, hey, you got something. You got a little something there. No worries. I understand. You're clearly in charge here.
Guys, am I doing it right?
You're doing great.
You're doing such a good job. Oh no, do I sound like this in my own head now? Help me.
Buckley, it's okay.
So,
game face, okay?
Jacob,
John, please.
Justin, I would like to know, what are your day-to-day responsibilities with the company?
Right now, I am more in a supervisory role where I'm just making sure everybody's digging in the right places. We're not going too far. I mean, these have to be correct and for us to get credit for the job, And
Sure. And Jeremy, how are you doing that right now?
So you see, I'm reporting. It is kind of the end of the day. I was going to come in and see more about where the magic happens. I had this other cool idea where, we have the soul coins. What if, there's other planes out there. What about Sprite coin?
So I've got you marked down as an A employee right now. I would hate to have to demote you to A-.
Why would you go and do a thing like that? I got big
George,
ideas.
You're following us around the city instead of doing your job.
I suppose I understand. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you for your time. Yeah. We'll be in touch.
Starts to walk away, and then you hear just a little scuttle. But I really think we should talk about this whole Sprite coin thing.
I'm gonna smite his ass.
Roll a hit.
Yeah, I fucking absolutely. It's like 1,000,000 to hit.
Yeah, roll some damage about it.
All right, let's fucking roll some damage. And I am smiting his ass.
Justin, I'm gonna try to ask for a con saving throw at the same time. Your DC's 20.
Does just pass. 18 plus 2.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a cantrip, so nothing happens.
So 36 points of damage.
You're in the middle of a city, right?
Just a burst of divine light just slices through this person, this being, and they do not exist on this plane anymore, or any other for that matter.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I had to do that.
I'm gonna cast minor image to make the light look more devilish than divine.
You start to hear at first it's like sniffing sounds of nearby creatures, and then you hear someone say, "Angels, angels! It's an angel! Somebody get him!" A dozen creatures start to move towards you.
Buckley, I swear to God.
As I'm going to ask you all to roll initiative.
I'm really sorry. I could not listen to his blathering for 1 millisecond more.
I'm talking in our heads. I don't know why you still sound like that.
That's 24 for you, boy.
Bed.
25.
Kaelis.
10.
B.
13.
You see the first creature that kind of sounds the alarm here is just this small, winged, fiendish-looking creature. It is an imp, and it's just kind of like flapping its wings and trying to like duck into hiding. Angel, it's right there. It's right there. I saw it. I smell it. You start to see several other figures moving in on you. There is a number of creatures that I think you would know as bearded devils, kind of walking up, have these like opposable, manipulatable tendrils on their beards. And then you see a barbed devil, as you might expect by the name, is just covered with spikes that are barbed at the ends. They look extremely painful to the touch. And then you start to feel boom, 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 and a large creature comes out.
Did you just smite that guy? Yeah, that's not gonna fly here.
That's going to be Ved. You are up first.
Can I think about what I might know about these guys?
Give a history or arcana for me.
5 on the die for a 22 history.
Yeah, figured as much. So it's less about knowing true features of these things. You know, devils are very much about procedure and like structure. You don't think you have anyone of like ultimate authority in the area around you, but this larger creature, you would assume based on the way they approached you and what they said in that very strangely calm toned voice was is someone who possesses some sort of legal authority here.
Got it. Any common knowledge I have about like resistances or anything like that?
Fire is probably a bad idea.
I'll say those things, and fire's probably a bad idea. In chat, in our head chat.
Head cannon?
Yeah.
Just speaking telepathically, like, hey, chat. So this is what I did.
Hey, chat, I got some wild information to share with you today.
Don't use fire on these guys because we're in hell, and they're really good with that.
100% what Ved would tell you, though. Ved's like, there are devils, so fire's probably not going to work too great, and also that guy seems to be in charge. Let me try a thing. Hey, this spell's not an attack spell. I don't know what you'll say about me trying to cast it. I'm going to try to magic aura the imp that like was yelling about this guy smited someone. Like whoever the closest devil is, I'm going to magic aura them.
Is there some sort of save to go with that?
No, it's a touch spell.
Is it a willing creature?
It's a willing creature. I will offer an attack roll and a saving throw. I have to attack and then they have to save.
I'm going to allow it. The imp is like a little farther away and it's flying, but you can get to one of the bearded devils.
Nice. Perfect. My unarmed strike is +7, I guess. I'll do that. That is a 25 to hit with an 18 on the die.
That'll hit. What am I saving against?
You're saving against a DC 20 in whatever stat you feel is best for you.
That's a natural 20.
That's a natural 20. Okay, cool. No worries. Can you roll that again and take the lower one, please?
Silvery barbs.
Sure. Silvery barbs, momentary stasis. Who knows? I have like 6 things that make you do that.
Still, what's the save? DC 20? I would argue that it's either wisdom or charisma, and in both cases, it will succeed by a wide margin.
All right. Well,
yeah.
I tried, but that is my action. And
what were you trying to turn it?
Celestial.
I assumed as much.
I was immediate because we all still ping Fiend from my Nistel's magic aura on us.
Right.
So someone needs to be celestial. But that's my action, and I don't think I have a bonus action of note. Bonus action, spell driver, Furious Fist. Now I'll just get my tusks ready. They'll start glowing. I don't know what the Abishai looks like, but I'll start glowing my black ivory tusks with internal blue energy and blue-green energy that goes through the cracks. And then I guess it'll be the Abishai's horns that come down in the same kind of place.
Hell yeah. That is going to be Buckley. You see, they're all converging on you. They haven't had the opportunity to attack yet, but you were seen with this power that is typically reserved for the upper planes, and they were not super jazzed about that.
Cool. How big and scary is the big and scary guy?
I mean, he's pretty big and scary.
All right. Fuck it.
I mean, it is technically a medium fiend, but it's about as big as you can be for medium.
Okay. How hard do we want to ball?
Hard, I suppose.
We playing hardball? All right, fuck it.
We have
I'm
to
gonna
shut them up, so.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna pop Invincible Conqueror.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, we want to ball hard.
Oh, we balling fucking hard, dude.
There's not multiple combats in this session.
That dude pissed me off so much. I think that like there's still a lot of rage in Buckley's system, and if I was a barbarian, I would be good to go. But
This hellish finance bro has struck a
truly,
chord.
like, ooh, I've met those people. Yeah, so I gain resistance to all damage. I can make an additional attack as part of my attack action on my turn, and my melee weapon attack score a crit on a 19 or 20. And then I'm gonna turn to the big fucking dude, and I'm going to cast Compelled Duel, which is a Wisdom 19 DC.
It is going to pass with a dirty 20.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm just gonna flip him the bird. That your blockchain fucking sucks. Put myself between my compatriots and this big guy.
Cool. Well, it's going to be Big Guy's turn.
Amazing.
Listen, I don't know what he was saying, but you can't do that here.
And it's just going to start attacking. Is going to use Infernal Injunction twice. That is an 18 to hit on the first.
That misses.
And a 28 to hit on the second.
That just misses.
Does it? And I need a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
I am quite good at those, which is a good thing because that was an 8 on the die, so 19.
Oh, yeah. That will just pass.
He also takes 4 psychic damage for hitting me.
Rolled pretty poor on the damage. That's going to be 18 points of fire damage.
It's halved to 9.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, baby.
Takes 4 points of psychic damage heard. Then the next thing is you need to make a DC 18 charisma saving throw.
I do, by a lot.
Okay.
21.
Well, that's not as a lot as it sounded like. You feel your soul essence, like the thing that makes Buckley and not just Pupper, start to almost be removed from you in this moment, and not taken or stripped from you, but suppressed. And then that feeling subsides, and that's gonna be, oh boy, we got some baddies coming up. So that's gonna be the imp. It's just gonna sling a little rock over at Ved, who tried to swipe out at one of the bearded devils. That's not going to hit. 4 plus 5 is 9 to hit. I don't think I'm gonna do it.
I mean, I'm a wizard, but I'm not a child wizard.
You notice the bearded devils start to spread out a little bit amongst the group and start taking some swings. They are going to make 2 attacks each. These are coming for Buckley. First one's going to be a 20 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, and that's going to miss as well. Second one's going to go for Biatrice. The lower one is a 15.
9.
And then a 27.
Yine.
Yeah.
Is she within 5 feet of me?
Theoretically, I should
yes.
be,
I'm
right?
going to impose disadvantage.
Okay, it's a natural 20, so that's going to be back to the 27. And we're going to roll some damage. That's 18 points of damage to Biatrice. And then Ved, they're going to take a swipe at you here as you had reached out with that strange looking spell. That's going to be a miss and a hit. Assuming a 27 hits, I imagine
Yes, it does.
can't get out of that many degrees of hit.
I'm gonna say I used my reaction on my turn, so
Fair enough, yeah.
I did a bunch of dumb shit.
17 points of damage.
17 points.
Kaelis, that's going to be a little swipe at you here. 2 of them to be exact. And that is, wow, I have rolled so many 17s on this die. Truly, because I've said 27 at least twice now. That was 2 more 17s for 2 more 27s to hit. And that's going to be 30 points of damage total. And that's going to be Biatrice.
Is there space for a 30-foot sphere to not get us, but to get baddies?
The bearded devils are kind of interspersed among you, but you can get the imp and the adjudicator and the barbed devil that has not yet entered the fray.
Okay, that feels fair enough to me.
Just drop it at your feet, dude. It'll be fine.
We're basically gods.
I don't think I will do that. All right, so there's a sort of whitish, greenish flash of light, and this gigantic spherical, but like full of light, not just the outline, right? Circle appears on the middle of the road, I guess, because that's where we are. And I need con saves from everyone who in there.
It's a 19 for the adjudicator, or 19 plus stuff for the adjudicator, 16 on the die for the barbed devil, and is that, holy shit, an 18 on the die for the imp. I assume the imp is still going to fail. It's a 19 total for the imp.
Yeah, that fails.
Everything else, I mean, 20 for the bone devil and like a 24 for the...
Meets it, beats it, right?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. There's nothing for half damage on a failed save. Well, all right. So the imp is going to take 15 points of radiant damage. I don't know if that has any sort of whatever. Suffer a level of exhaustion, and is also going to be emitting a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius. This light's going to make it impossible for the creature to benefit from being invisible. And also the other two at the start of their turns need to redo their con save. So whenever a creature moves into the area or starts their turn there, they're going to have to do that.
Awesome. Sickening radiance. We love to see it.
Additionally, I'm going to look at our big bad friend, and I am going to curse him, so he's going to have my Hexblade's curse on him for later.
Interesting.
Just save a little bit for later.
All right, that is going to be Kaelis Knox.
To clarify, what's the area we're working with? Like, how close quarters are we?
Everyone is within like 40 feet of each other.
Okay, cool. I would like to cast Banishment on big guy.
All right. Let's see.
That's not gonna fly.
Oh, wait. Hold on. That's pretty good. So 26.
Damn.
I think that fails. I'm pretty sure that fails.
Yeah,
Like
I have an
99%
incredible
sure that
spell
fails.
save,
Yeah, it's
actually.
pretty crazy. I think it's like
Yeah.
30 or something like that. It's
Yeah,
wild.
this guy gets a plus 10 to charisma saves. So
That's crazy.
With that accent? No fucking way.
Don't make fun of my voice.
All right.
Fucking make fun of your voice, dude.
Upon casting that and failing, I will use my bonus action and I will cast Chill Touch on that same guy. Just because
are you spending
I go to
sorcery
cast,
points to do that?
I'll use a sorcery point, definitely. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice. 20 points of necrotic damage.
That's going to be the barbed devil, the last of the combatants in this immediate area. Going to run up on you. First of all, it's going to, at the start of its turn, make a Constitution saving throw. And it's going to get 21.
That fucking hits. Or saves.
Okay. Cool. We know how to play this game.
I don't.
Is this Pathfinder?
Oh,
I think it's
boy.
Monopoly.
Fuck this game. I knew I hated it from the start.
That's where all the soul coins and all the cryptocurrency came from. Is so this newfangled Monopoly game that we have. Biatrice, this is going to be against you as it walks up to you, having cast this spell.
That's so silly. Don't do
Buckley,
that.
it is going to walk out of your threat range to do that.
Unfortunately, I did use my reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack, so
Excellent. Cool.
I cannot do anything about that.
Is this the big guy or is this just
No,
a
this
guy?
is the middle big guy.
the middle is biggest.
Yeah. That's going to be 21 to hit.
This is just so silly. This is such a silly, goofy game.
I'm going to take that as a yes. And then only a 16 to hit on the second one.
That does not.
That's going to be 13 points of slashing damage.
Sure.
And then it's going to take an attack with disadvantage because I forgot to do this before getting into melee range with people against Ved. And it's going to miss, I assume, with a 14.
Yeah.
Again, wizard, but not that wizard. That's going to be back to Ved at the top of the order.
Who's near me? What's happening?
So the bearded devils are all kind of swirled in with you. They're all amongst your people. The adjudicator is on the outside edge of this circle, facing off with Buckley at the moment. And then the imp is flying kind of just over his back shoulder. And then the barb devil has just walked into melee with Biatrice. All of you are within, I mean, this whole battle space is taking place within about 40 feet of each other.
Let's just keep it a nice, calm, 4th level action on whoever the biggest person is.
Be the adjudicator facing off with Buckley.
I'm going to do Psychic Lance on the adjudicator. Everyone stop!
What's the save?
The save is an intelligence saving throw.
Christ. I am going to put this die away for a little bit. That's an 18 on the die.
All right.
For a total of, well,
It's got like a negative modifier,
it's a
right?
21.
DC 20.
Okay. Figured it was worth
Soon,
asking.
my friend. But I'll still roll damage. He'll still take half. 26 psychic damage. Half to your heart's content.
13.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step.
Get a little bit the fuck out of there. Yep.
Yeah, just 30 feet to as far from the scrum as I can be.
Cool. And that's with Spell Driver. Cool. Excellent. Yeah, got it. That's going to be Buckley. You are facing off with this adjudicator.
So I'm going to do a really complicated turn. You ready? I'm going to attack him 3 times. I'm going to look over him and be like, gentleman's agreement, seeing as you didn't want to go along willingly with my invitation to a compelled duel. Just you and me, right now.
I like your style. Let's do it.
All right. Attaboy. I'm going to swing on him 3 times. That is 19 to hit on the first attack.
That is going to hit.
All right.
In the interest of time, we're looking for 18.
For 18? All right, cool. Okay, that's a 21. That also hits. And that's fucking nearly 30 to hit. All right, so now the question is, how many times do I want to smite him? I think 3 times.
Smite him so hard.
Wait, what?
I mean, smite him once and then see if that...
We're going to take a quick break while Ben and Katie have a conversation.
Fade to black, everybody. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to do 1 4th level smite, 1 3rd level smite. I'm going to do 1 2nd level smite. And that is a combined total of 102 points of damage, please.
Holy shit.
Wow, that's smart.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. After my first attack, I would like to shield bash him. Can I please get him to make a DC 19 strength saving throw, which I assume he will make?
No.
I'm going to have to roll with advantage on the second 2 hits. I apologize. 1 moment, please. Fortunately, neither of those are crits, so it doesn't matter.
Cool. It's their turn.
I'm going to just nod and brace myself for his turn.
Is going to take some attacks. First of all, roll, actually, you know what? Buckley, roll a d6.
What am I looking for?
I'm not going to tell you.
That's a 4.
Okay, you're good. All right, cool. I'm going to make 2 attacks against you. You just damaged him, so we're going to have some fun with that. That's a 24 to hit.
That does hit.
And 22 to hit.
That just hits.
Oh my god. But that might be the best I've ever rolled on 5d8. 42 points of damage for the first hit.
Cool, so 21 points of damage.
And then, oh wow, not bad on the second one either. 33 is 16.
And he attacked me twice.
Yes.
8 additional points of psychic damage back to him.
Wow, that's smart. Oh boy.
I like it. I spit out a little blood on the ground and all right.
And it just kind of like hunkers in for like another round, another
Beautiful.
go. As that happens, right in the side of your, like on your temple, like a pebble hits you and does, on a natural 20, does 11 points of damage, halved to 5.
I'm going to look at the big guy and be like, call your boy off. We have an agreement.
We do have an agreement. I don't know what the hell you... I'm sorry. Give me 1 moment.
Gonna
Take your time.
use his reaction Just imp is gone, disintegrated.
Thank you. I'm gonna turn to the rest of the group and be like, hey, don't touch. What's your name?
Well, it's going to be very difficult for you to say my name, but Greg. We'll go with Greg. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold out my hand. Greg, a pleasure to fight you.
You seem like a worthy challenger. Let's just go.
Greg, I'm gonna feel bad when I kill you.
I'm going to feel bad when you die.
I like you.
Is this friendship?
Greg, do we have to kill each other? Can we be boys?
Unfortunately, you've broken several laws, and you're clearly not, you're clearly from a plane of existence using divine magic here. It's not a good look for you, bud.
Fair is fair. Let's do this.
That's going to be the Bearded Devil's turns, and they are going to...
Are they in the... Because there was someone else in the radiant.
No, the imp was the other person in the radius.
But I thought that there were three.
And the big Greg was in there.
Big guy. Yep, Greg was in there, and gets a natural 1 on that save, so has a level of exhaustion and needs 10 points of damage to him.
Yep, 17 radiant damage.
Cool. Greg looks hurt, but we're going to have some Bearded Devils go. The Bearded Devil that was attacking Buckley has been commanded and saw what happened when the imp went after Buckley, so is going to turn and set its sights on Biatrice. On 2 attacks, that's going to be only a 16 and a dirty 20.
The dirty 20 is going to hit.
Disadvantage on the dirty 20.
Same roll, dirty 20.
Fair enough.
You're very consistent tonight, Justin.
It's been weird. So that's going to be 14 points of piercing damage. Or sorry, slashing damage, not that it should matter. And then the second one is going to take 2 swings at you and miss both times. On a 2 and a 3 on the die. Kaelis, we're going to have 1 swinging at you. Gonna miss both times. That sucks. Come on, guys. And Ved, we're going to have some swings at you. Does a 17 hit? Oh, god damn it. I made you guys too powerful from the start. I know you're level 20, but
My AC is 18. You just missed it, buddy.
yeah, cool. And that's gonna be Biatrice.
Is the Barb Devil Greg?
No, the Barb Devil is unnamed to this point.
Can I get to Greg, or if I go to Greg, am I going to get opportunity attacked by the others?
If you go to Greg, you're definitely gonna take 3 opportunity attacks for sure.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to give myself advantage real quick. And then I'm going to swing for...
From what?
I got my, whatchamacallit?
Oh, is it steady
it's
aim
a bonus
from the road?
action.
Yeah,
Steady aim, yeah. I'm just
gonna give myself advantage
on this attack.
Katie out here using pretty privilege at the table. Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Just give me the advantage, DM. Whatever. It's not a big deal.
27
I'm
to
sorry,
hit,
I was
assume.
speeding. yeah, 26 hits.
Just all the numbers. What?
So that's going to be 13 on the first attack, because I get 2 attacks. Again, it's the exact same fucking roll. So that's going to be...
We're all very consistent tonight.
Yeah, really. So 13 and 12.
Points of damage, I assume.
Yes.
And which one were you attacking? Was it the Barbed Devil or one of the Bearded? Or
I said whoever was closest to me. I guess the guy who went for me most recently.
it will actually be the Barbed Devil is the one that's like backed right up on you.
Okay. Then him. Yes. My Eldritch Smite. Does that need to be a bonus action, or can I just do
No,
that?
that is on a hit.
Okay. 16 and 16. I'm so consistent.
Wow.
What is this? And I can also knock it prone if it's huge or smaller. So I'm assuming it's prone as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet.
All right, that's going to be some retaliation from Barb over here, and it's just going to take some swings at you. Does 18 hit?
Yep. 18 just hits.
Dirty 20 to hit. Cool. 22 points of slashing damage.
This is the most damage I've ever been since we started playing this game.
I had to hit you at some point, and you're in hell now. So go ahead, Kaelis.
Okay. The Barb Devil, Bearded Devils, what are we calling them?
The ones that are like all kind of wrapped up amongst you, the
Not
4 of
Greg,
them are
yeah.
not Greg and not
Yeah.
Barb are Bearded Devils, yeah.
Yeah. How many of those are there?
4.
Perfect. That's how many blasts I got. And so I start blasting, and I'm going to let off 4 energy streaks, as they're called. So 30 on the first one,
Cool.
26 on the second one, 22 on the third one, 29 on the fourth one.
In the interest of time, I'm just going to have you roll 2d10 and take the highest, and that'll be the damage for all of them.
Hell yeah. So the highest one is 8.
So that's going to be 8 damage to each of these.
And when I do that, I'm gonna be like, could an angel do this? And I'm gonna like, wow, and then there's gonna be 4 blasts of energy that like shoot out from my body in all directions.
You hear Greg go,
Yes, they absolutely can do that. Some of them. Some of you.
Actually, I'd like to interject here. I feel like I'm really the only one who's truly deserving of that sort of a title. I feel like the rest of these miscreants, well, Fed maybe, but these other two, dubious, morally gray.
I just did
definitely
radiant
not.
damage.
That's a fluke. I'm Greg, that's a fluke. Don't listen. Don't listen to her.
I'm sorry, you understand that's like not a good thing for you right now, right?
Right, but I'm gonna kill you anyway, so it doesn't matter.
oh
Could a
boy.
not angel damage radiantly?
And Ben's telepathic bond. Please don't say my name out loud to these people.
Ved. All right, cool, interesting.
Ted.
Ed, that's what I said.
And as a bonus action, just to like fuck it up, I'm gonna use Quicken Spell again, and I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver on just like any one of them.
Cool.
See anyone. I was like, not me. Please.
All right, so Mind Sliver
On Biatrice.
On Biatrice, yeah. Is it a save or an attack roll?
That's a save. That's a intelligence save.
Wow, 19 on the die.
You have to hit a
Jesus.
20. All right, so you are going to
on the
take.
die, bud.
Oh,
What is the
I'm not
save?
listening. I'm here for vibes.
Well, the lowest one is intelligence, and that's still a +1. So,
Meets it, beats it.
so now we are at Ted.
Oh, right. That's me, I guess. I was like, there's a guy named Ted?
Theodore, it's your turn.
It's Theodore.
Right, so
right,
it is
cool.
Ved.
Is Ben's full name Viador?
No, it is not. It is definitely not
I know
that.
your true name now, Viador.
As this is all happening, Ved's kind of like looking around like Ved normally does. We're like out in the open, right?
Yeah, there are like fiends that want no part of this, are not like
Yeah.
engaging, but are like looking on from afar.
How large is the area of people that have noticed us?
Hundreds of feet worth of people.
Oh, bad.
This is a kerfuffle.
Then I'll just do damage. I was like, I'll do a programmed illusion over the 30-foot square. No, fuck it. Okay. Psychic Lance again. Ved gets ready and then remembers Buckley saying, don't hit this guy, and we'll just shoot at the next biggest person.
That's Barb. It's an intelligence save.
It is an intelligence save.
That's another 17 on the die for an 18.
Which fails.
Yes.
All right, so 24 points of psychic damage, and they are incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Yikes.
Enjoy, rogues and others. This person.
So incapacitated does not advantage. They just can't take actions or reactions or bonus actions. In fact, I don't even think their movement speed is 0.
That's sort of an interesting.
It is a little weird. It's like you can't do anything, but you can like wander away. And that's gonna be Buck.
Well, we know what's about to happen. So first, I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon, just a battle axe perched over Greg's shoulder and slightly behind him. And then I'm gonna attack his ass 3 times, as one does.
Okay.
On the first attack, I will attempt to shield bash him.
Cool.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit. It's a 16 on the die. 19 DC strength check, please.
Nope. He
doesn't make it?
He's on the ground.
Ooh, baby. All right, let's roll with advantage and see if we crit. No, but it's also 26. And there's the 19 I've been waiting for, because, 20 feels unattainable sometimes. Okay, I'm going to do just first level smites on this, on the first 2, and a 4th level smite. We'll do
Go
a 4th
ahead
level smite.
and do all of your dice.
It's a gazillion dice.
Give it to me all at once.
That is 71 points of damage plus the
baby.
6 from my strength, so 77 points of damage. Oh, sorry, I have one additional. That's another 8. 85 points of damage because one of those was a crit, and I did not add the additional D8 for my weapon.
He is having a real fucking bad time. It's actually comical how many hit points this guy has.
All right, Greg.
That's going to be Greg's go.
Oh boy. Wow. You are a specimen. I must say, you are.
Oh my god, are they flirting?
The feeling is mutual. This has been the most I've been hit by any. Like, are you sure that this has to end in death for both of us? And by both of us, I mean, really, I think just you.
Ideally, it's only going to end in death for you. And then, great news, you'll be here.
I don't think I will.
It's going to take some attacks. That's a 23 on the lower one.
That does hit.
Oh, and roll a d6 for me, please.
Yes, sir. That's a 3.
Okay, that's going to be, okay, not as insane this time. 21 points of damage, half to 10.
Okay.
And 20 points of damage, half to 10.
He takes 8 points of damage in return.
Yeah, so you see... Justin forgot about that. In fact, take one of those 10 points of damage back.
Oh no!
Greg had 1 hit point.
Greg had 1 hit point?
So slashes into you the first time, and then as he's about to go and take the second one, just puff of smoke.
And I heal 19 hit points.
Yes, you
Thanks,
do.
Buckley.
That is Greg's turn. The imp is also dead. These bearded devils start to swing into you. All of a sudden, you hear booming, and you feel like, actually, everybody make a perception check for me. With disadvantage, because you're in the middle of a fight.
Oh, that was a natural 20.
Sorry.
So a straight roll for me. I always have advantage on perception, and a -1 gives us a 17.
That would also have been a crit for me, but instead it's a 13.
I got an 11.
21.
On a 21, and Ved, I think even on a 17, that voice is coming from deeper into the city. It's almost not even loud in the sense of it's booming from the city. It's loud as if they're standing in front of you speaking at normal volume. They're just like you hear it from next to you in that direction.
You guys hear that?
You hear this booming voice.
I do not.
You all hear, all of you fucking hear. That's enough. And you see immediately every creature around you, even the ones that are just onlookers, cower away for a moment, including the bearded devils that are like some of them mid-swing and then moving to like dodge out of the swing and like hit the ground next to you. Is that any way to treat our guests?
What the fuck is going on, guys?
This feels very bad. I'm a bit concerned.
A path of people, like a wave parting of the seas, opens before you, and you are given a direct path towards the heart of the city. No words from anyone around you. A look of maybe like minor disgust from the devils that are around you, but also very afraid.
So what if we just turn around and walk the other way?
I don't know if they're gonna let us,
I'm
to
pretty
be
sure we'll
honest.
die.
I'm gonna look towards the city, point my sword at one of the bearded devils, be like, "What? Can I kill this guy before we come in?"
I would prefer that you didn't.
Oh, you can hear me.
Yes, I can.
Is Greg gone forever?
We'll talk about that.
All right, I like that guy.
This all seems perfectly reasonable.
I want to think through our telepathic connection, just be like, can we be heard in here? What level?
You
Of
don't hear,
omnipotence.
there is no response to that or
Okay.
anything.
All right. So we've
Not
got.
normally, but if they have some sort of ability to tap in, I can't tell you about that. But most of the abilities in which I would feel some form of resistance, and probably, I mean, unless they're so powerful that they've just completely. But you know, we're pretty powerful, so I don't know that. And that's just going to happen while we walk.
Okay. Yep.
As we go, how bad are y'all doing on health?
If I had to put a number to it, I'd say I have about 145 out of 193 possible hit points.
Take 20 additional HP.
I'm at 165 of 182.
Ved, would you also like 20 HP?
I'm less than 20 down. I'm 165 out of 182. So
I'll take
you've
20.
got a spare. Yeah. Give
If
it
you
to
are
it.
just handing it out. Sure.
Are you progressing towards the heart of the city? So people have just fully stopped. They just seem to have stopped what they are doing and have like fanned away from the center of the street. Some people are clearly just like trying to mind their own business, but they're like not really doing anything. Others are like glaring at you. There's a very strange energy here. Dad, go ahead and refresh a history check for me.
29.
You had some knowledge of this place having some sort of mutually beneficial relationship with the Hells. It's a little weird to you that went poorly.
Okay. Since that is just talking in the telepathic bond the whole time. As that thought comes up, it'll come right out of Ved's telepathic mouth into your heads. Yeah, given the way their deals normally work out and how habitually lawful the devils are, like, I don't know if you guys catch it in the middle of all the droning.
I'm going to ask you for an insight check as well.
That is a 17 for a 16.
So it's strange, right? Because the one thing you do know is that you have knowledge that the vast majority of the mortal world does not have. This is like knowledge that you've prized from archives that essentially make up the breadth of knowledge of the goddess of knowledge. That's a unlikely resource for anyone else to have on the mortal plane. You just think for a moment in that if you are one of few mortals who knows about that kind of existence between the upper and lower planes, what might be the case down here? Yeah. So as you head into the center, you continue all the way to almost like the center of what you believe to be the center of the city. The older carvings look to be almost a little bit more ornate, like they were actually carved with detail and things like that. And then it became a volume thing more so than anything of interest. You get the feeling that the original ones had nothing to do with this whole soul coin economy weird thing. And then that kind of came later.
So like they were artists initially, and then that got bastardized for something else down the line.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Just mass production.
You think these blocks are non-fungible? No, I'm just kidding. That's not in this at all.
We have to draw the line somewhere.
And that is where we draw the line.
Fungibility of blocks. We're like, that's as far as we'll go.
I will, in general, have Detect Magic up as we travel, because I can cast that as will.
It's nearly blinding in this place.
Never mind, I'll drop it.
And it's not that like individual things are magical by any means. There is just a kind of aura of intense ancient magic over this place.
All right, every few minutes I'll check it out again, but fine. If I see anything like, oh, that building looks weird, or what's that child on fire
You
for?
eventually start seeing like on, there are patrols going around. You eventually start seeing like magic items on people's waists and things like that, enhanced magical weaponry. Nothing that compares to what you already have in your kit. Your allies are shining brighter than anything else here when you're looking at that. Then you make your way into this large open courtyard, and there is a massive obsidian building. It almost looks natural in shape, like a giant spike coming out of the ground, but there's no other feature in this area that would suggest that formation being natural. It's very strange, but that's where this path of people that have opened up seems to lead to.
Tower's a little strange here in the middle of this area, isn't it?
I imagine this is where we're supposed to be going. I don't think that this is just a random organic formation of obsidian. I think this is probably someone's home or a governmental building.
I think if we were off path, the giant voice would tell us.
That's true.
Again, I think the path has been pretty established very clearly by, and I just kind of gesture around to I assume, 10s, 20s of people. I don't know how many people are around us right now, but
Hundreds.
I hate that, actually.
Yeah, that makes me very uncomfortable.
You're in hell. Do you know how long people have been coming to hell? Generations of people.
That's true. I will say walking down a street with hundreds of people just watching me does sound like my personal hell.
It's like a parade, but it's only you.
Yeah, have you guys not been in a parade before?
No, but it's only you. That's not the same as a normal parade.
Have you never been in a parade when you're the only person?
Have you?
I mean, they called it a perp walk, but...
You're at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and you are the only float.
And you're just walking on foot.
No music, no sound, nothing.
And the audience hates you.
Oh, God.
Anyhow, with that, you are able to enter this space. And from the outside, this looks like, it doesn't appear that there's anything going on here, and it looks almost like the size width-wise of Ved's tower. It's like not dissimilar. And then you walk in and it is entirely different. You are now in hammer space. It is hundreds of feet in either direction. There are sounds going insane in here. It's people shouting over one another. There's these giant monitors where you see regions and like a giant map on this large screen in the center of the room. This has other sides. You think it goes all the way around, almost like modern day Jumbotron-y. And you see maps of the material plane. On those maps, you see like these hot spots popping up, and you see values being associated with certain areas.
Is this fucking Wall Street? You motherfucker, I know where we are.
Yeah. So yeah, you're at the Soul Exchange.
Ring your fucking bell, dude.
Anyhow, there's these like massive obsidian consoles, arcane sigils flashing across the screen. To your point, you start to hear the shouting orders back and forth, trying to like, they're talking about futures, and anyone who wants to can like make an insight or arcana check into what's going on.
Yeah, sure.
I'll make an
why
insight
not?
check.
I'll make
I
an
feel
insight
like
check.
Ben's like, I don't want to fucking roll. I don't want to know.
Oh, okay. 30 for Arcana.
dirty 20 on insight.
I got a 23 insight.
Natural 20 for 31 on Arcana.
Jesus.
Okay, so a couple of things are going to happen here. First of all, on a 30 from Biatrice in Arcana, and you group Ved into this as well, you instantly know what's going on here. They're literally trading in soul futures. They're seeing certain parts of the world where souls might come from, or where people are more willing to make deals, where life is harder, or where people are trying to make decisions that are going to maybe put them in a position where they might end up here. And they are literally trading on future opportunities for making deals with various devils down
Is there
here.
any like, if we're looking at the maps of the world, are there areas that we recognize that are more or less?
Certainly major cities. So Three Rivers among those, you know, there's definitely like, and that's like law of averages, right? Just higher concentrations of people. On a natural 20, you see, and no one else seems to see it, there also seem to be moments. You see all like, in addition to the maps, you see charts of current values and current fluctuations and things like that. You get the sense that the numbers really shouldn't often go down in terms of the actual material stuff. You know, the futures things, you know, people can change their minds on decisions they make and all that kind of stuff. But in like the actual tally of souls in possession and things like that, you see random moments where it's always continuously going up, but you do see random moments where for just a moment, there's a few of them that go down and you're not quite sure why. And then it goes away. But you're seeing just a strange pattern in those numbers.
Do any of you, in telepathic mind, do any of you know why the tally of souls in the hells would go down? There's like a glitch on that big ticker up there.
Can I pitch something insane and see if you'll say yes to me?
I'm waiting.
I have this ability that I can read all languages. And would you say that perhaps because this is, you know, so distinct to this, it's kind of like another language in a specialty sense?
That's true.
Math is a language, so...
Hondo P.
Can I
also corroborate that math is a language. So we got 4 votes for math is a language.
Okay, this is not a democracy. We live in America. This is not a democracy.
Eyes of the Runekeeper. It's one of my Eldritch invocations. I can read all writing. So can I understand more about the numbers than a typical person of my learnedness about how a soul market might work?
What did you get on that insight check? That was a 21, right?
It was a 20.
A 20?
Dirty.
Roll Arcana with advantage. Because you're not just looking for language here. You understand what it's saying. It's in Infernal. You're reading that no problem.
I'm looking for understanding.
Right.
So with advantage, that's going to be 17.
Okay. This is a lot to take in. And I think you realize, I think with a 17, what you do know is that Ved's for sure onto something. There has to be a reason why they'd be losing souls once they're here.
Right.
I do crime. Is there something criminal about this?
You don't notice anything that would be like anything your family's familiar with, anything like that. Like you knew more secrets about your family than even your brothers did, just because of your relationship with your mother and with your powers and everything. Like there's not to your knowledge, any sort of soul embezzlement. You, in this moment, don't think that there's anything like that going on. However, as you finally look away from the bottom floor of all of this stuff, where there's these like consoles and booths and things like that, you see, as your eyes raise a little bit, following up into the room, a large viewing deck that appears to be a large office raised up against the back of this space. And then you see on the sides, you see like staircases coming down from either side.
I assume we go to the top, right?
In that large glass window, there appears to be what looks to you like a man.
Is he hot?
Yeah.
He's rather suave.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I feel like I should have saved my onwards and upwards for this point in the adventure, because we are going on and up.
You can still say it.
Before we were saying...
We'll pretend you didn't say it earlier.
Before we walk into this conversation, if he looks hot, should we all lead by being flirty?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, cool.
I'm always flirty.
I think we should all commit to that. It might buy us favor, perhaps.
We could do the twin thing. That's
yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, onwards and upwards. Let's go.
Yikes. Yeah, Kaelis kind of like shifts themselves just slightly to be a little bit more like...
I kind of adjust my body language a bit, looking at how like B moves.
That's going to be... so you guys are heading up this staircase, getting ready to get flirty. As you kind of approach, you see this man like walks towards the back of the office. You see a full bar back there.
I twirl my hair with my finger and bite my lip.
Doesn't notice. Yeah, he's turned around the other direction.
B, that's his reflection.
So you walk into this well-appointed office. It is so like nicely quiet in here. There's just enough noise from the outside to know that there's something going on, but it's not this loud, awful cacophony of sounds that's happening out on the trading floor. There's this calm, a little bit like wistful jazz music playing in the background. I am terribly sorry for the greeting you received here. I'm sure, well, my understanding is that you attacked someone. I'm sure they deserved it. You know where we are. Hi, my name is Sam. And then is just going to hit Dispel Magic on the room at 9th level and does not use material components, does not use somatic components to do it. It just happens. Everything in the room, Dispel Magic.
I need to remind you, we're wearing real disguises.
Yeah.
I'm not.
There is a little bit of a moment of like, so this is interesting. I'm a little bit impressed right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I expected magical disguises. I did not expect stage work.
Who said we're disguised?
Come on.
I'm 100% real.
And then when you say that, Kaelis, Sam looks over at you. Okay, interesting. I know when you look like that, what I'm supposed to sense from you, and I'm not getting it. This is interesting. I'll make a note of that.
I'm glad that I'm interesting to you, Sam.
Whatever this energy is, let's just have a conversation. So,
Sam, we're trying to fuck.
I'm good either way, but I would also like to have the conversation, Sam.
You were gonna say I would also like to have sex.
I mean, I oftentimes enjoy sexual interactions with people. It is quite physically and sometimes spiritually, emotionally, but it feels like that's not the time. This is how I flirt.
So no desire to understand what just happened out there or whatever it is you actually came here for?
I'm on team, we hear you out.
I would love some clarification. Is Greg dead? Because I did find myself sort of enjoying our...
Promise him the answer if he shuts up for the next 20 minutes.
That's true.
Looks at you, regarding you as the person who's like, you know, seems to be taking this conversation seriously in the moment.
Oh God, we're fucked.
Are you sure? Like, is that, do you think that will
just
work?
Just ignore him. Yeah, no, don't give him the answers until he'll pay attention. He likes treats.
I'll pay. I'll be a good boy.
He's a great boy.
It still is sexually talking.
I can't tell if this is still sexual or not.
I didn't mean it to be. I was really. It's fun. It's
Again,
complicated.
I don't think we need to draw hard lines about where it is and isn't. I think we just need to focus on, even if it is, let's do this. And then if it is and we're interested, we can go explore the other pathways. Branching timelines are oftentimes best explored kind of as an Oort cloud rather than
Via the
specific
telepathic
paths of
connection.
actions.
Zed, what the fuck?
I don't know. He seems to know things and I don't want him to kill me.
Why are you really here?
Ved's gonna look at Biatrice and be like, why are we here this time?
This time.
Can I I don't know if it would be like an insight check or something like
Yeah, you made an insight check.
13 with a luck point used.
Wow. This guy's being super brusque for someone who fully stopped a fight in the middle of the street of someone using celestial power in hell and essentially let you pass through masses of people. He's being awfully brusque, but he did want you to be here and you didn't try to leave. You don't know if he would have tried to stop you.
How come we're alive?
Presumably because you're fairly proficient fighters.
Right, but against you.
I think I'm going to drop a little bit of the flirty facade and just be like, what are you looking to get out of this interaction? I think we can just be cards on the table for a second.
I want to know why people keep sending people to kill me.
We're not here to kill you.
Well, the last group of people from the material plane that came here as mortals were certainly here to do that, and I need to know why.
Oh, shit. The last group of people that came here, did you kill them by any chance?
No. Are they dead?
Unclear. I was hoping you
Presumed.
would know.
Interesting. This is new information. I like new information. They came here to kill me. I educated them about our situation down here and why it makes no sense for the divine or anyone else to wish to rid the plains of us, and they went on their way.
Okay.
You must be a smooth talker, Sam.
Also,
If you could explain that.
and
Who did you
who it's
arrange with? Yeah.
The so-called gods of your plane don't want everyone there.
Like they want to kill people? Or
No, but they don't want to be responsible for souls that don't align with their ideals. First of all, there were more of this place. It was kind of separated out, and each layer of it was worse. And in the first layer, which was the least bad, you were on fire for all of eternity, and you felt it always.
So I might be completely doing us a big disservice by saying this, but do you know Azara? You said you know the gods.
I'm familiar.
You're familiar. Okay. I'm just going to be real straight with you because I think whether or not I agree with your methods, that our end goals are somewhat aligned, which is to not have the entirety of the world destroyed. Yeah, that's you like being in charge down here. You like the existence of the souls that come that you get to have dominion over. That's a good thing for you, right?
Well, before my time, there was a several thousand-year conflict between this place and, well, really all the other places. And now, the material plane and the upper planes are what allow my operation to exist. And my operation at this point, I know I keep talking about it like it's a business. There's really nothing going on here. Just trying to keep all hell from breaking loose in a matter of speaking.
But you like it, right?
I'm content with my situation. I'm not a great guy either. I want to be very clear about that. I'm here because I was here originally. I just figured out that I knew what was best for number one.
Okay, I'm going to give you two options. One, Oblivion, the end of all times. Two, exactly what's happening right now. Which one are you picking?
I'm going to take exactly what's happening right now.
Okay, awesome. So we're trying to stop the Oblivion thing from happening, and we think it might be tied into those other three human, no, they're not humans, mortals, that's the word I'm looking for, that came down here and tried to kill you whenever the heck that was.
Should we maybe catch Sam up on current events? Sam, how much have you heard recently from, like, I don't know, anybody who's come down here in the last couple of days?
I'm going to be honest, I'm not the person talking to these people.
Okay.
But with that said, we've had a bit of an influx. I assumed there was some other sort of war you were all waging against yourselves again. I don't know.
It doesn't, not this time.
Interesting.
And then I just want to, like, catch him up on what we all saw leading up to us coming down here. Big picture. The Spark Notes version.
Interesting. Okay. So
we're,
the
again,
sun is
really
gone.
Yep. Well, it's sort of, it looks like it's behind, you know?
The sun is wrong.
Yes.
And the gods are, oh boy.
Nervous is probably a good word.
Are you sure that's all they are?
I'm trying to be nice about it. When I say nervous, I'm downplaying it a little bit. I was a dog 72 hours ago. So desperate, I still don't really know what time is.
That's true. No concept of time.
I'm picking something that I've heard. I don't actually know what it means. So desperate might be a little bit more accurate if they're picking a dog and saying, yeah, we're going to give you a slice of deific power.
I was a librarian 72 hours ago. An archivist, technically.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had a family 72 hours ago.
Okay. It's not a competition.
Wow. Yeah. There's a
I
vibe
covered
in
up crimes
here.
for her family 72
Actually,
hours ago.
We don't all need to do it. Okay.
B, for what it's worth, we could probably find some of them while we're down here.
Should you all be here?
Yeah.
We go where we want.
No, should you all be here? Based on the I do crimes and I
think I would
cover
have
up
been.
crimes, like that's...
No, I was an archivist.
We're not
before I died.
dead, so
Okay,
no.
so not all...
I didn't say
okay.
that I did crimes.
Yeah.
I said my family died. Weird of you to assume that having dead family makes me a criminal, but that's fine.
No, I said that. That's on me.
No,
That
you
was-
said my family did crimes. We never said I did any crimes.
You're trying very hard to distance yourself from this. That's fine. I'll let you come to grips with that in your
Also,
own
who are
time.
you to tell me what kind of person I am?
The
He
devil.
does run this place. I would look at Sam appreciatively like, yeah, all right, this guy, he gets it.
Who are you to judge me?
Literally,
The guy who judges. That's my
the devil
stick.
is not the judge. The adjudicator would
It
be
is
the
in this
judge.
cosmology.
No,
Okay,
we
you know what?
just killed one of the adjudicators, unfortunately, so there's probably a little slack that needs to get picked up around here.
We're not dead. I think that's kind of the bigger
Yeah.
component of why we're not supposed
I got
to be
that
here.
vibe. It's just the conversation kind of led to questions.
Maybe eventually I
Also-
might be here, but
We've got Azara in our corner. I feel like that's got to be for something, right?
You say you have Azara in your corner, and then there's like kind of just a little bit of a head tilt. Oh, not just your corner.
Yeah, it's a little more literal than just our corner.
We
Interesting.
ripped her apart and ate her. And if you don't tell us what you have to tell us, we'll do the same to you.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Natural one.
Right. That sounds like it's definitely the truth, and I fully believe you. And then no insight checks required if you have a passive insight.
Passive insight is 9. I'm
I
rolling.
was literally about to say if you have a passive insight over 10.
9. I believe him.
In any event, Sam looks at all of you. Okay. Theories? Anyone?
Well, sort of what I said earlier, which is the people who came to kill you. It seems like they went down here and then things started going awry.
Did they seem like decision makers or like someone set them?
No, they clearly seem to have been sent here. They wouldn't tell me who.
You gotta have some ideas, right?
Well, remember I mentioned about 1,000 or so years ago now. Lots of war, 4,000 of years prior to that, between us and, well, everyone. My leading theory has always been the Abyss. They've been thorns in our side forever. And I don't mean a long time, I mean forever. Since there has been time to count, we largely got rid of them when, oh man, there's a lot here. Planes were sealed. We realized we were fucked. This whole place fell apart. I had just recently gotten here. When they were reopened, a surprisingly short time later, we made a point to get them before they got us. I mean, I'm sure there's still some out there. Not sure what they'd be doing locking around on the mortal plane.
What do we know about the Abyss?
I don't think you would know very much at all. I mean, Ved may have some knowledge on that, just with having the archive in their brain. If we want to roll some history checks about it, I'll let you guys all do that.
Oh, yeah, brother. My big old plus
Ved
6.
Ved gets a natural 2 for a 19, and then we go from there.
Oh, okay.
It was an 8
24.
For a 25.
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
I got a natural 1.
You know, and this is just from Biatrice, I think you know this because of like your mother's education for you on the various workings of the planes. Ved, you obviously know this because of having the access to the archive. The Hells and the Abyss have been at war forever, for all of written and recorded history. In any way there are mentions of wars between the Abyss and the Hells, to the point where it almost sounds like they're described as wars. It feels like it was just one. And then little less than a millennia ago, mentions of it kind of stop, and it's more talked about as historical. That's what you get on a 25 and a 24.
But the Abyss still exists theoretically, or does it seem like, according to like lore and legend, the Abyss was sort of vanquished whenever?
Access has not been possible to where it is or was for a long time.
So if it is the forces of the Abyss, they are pockets on this side of that door somewhere.
Yeah, in theory, yeah.
In theory, yeah, from knowledge we have currently.
Sam, I have a question for you. When someone comes to Hell, are you aware of the presence of non-dead individuals?
I was only made aware of you because you use divine magic here.
Okay, my question was...
I don't pay attention to everyone coming in and out. And that includes mortals. It used to be more common than it is now.
So you wouldn't, when the previous group left, if they didn't leave Hell, you wouldn't necessarily have been aware of them remaining here and trying to like skim off the fat or something like that.
When they left this place, this building, this room really, I had them followed for a time. I believe that they left. By what means, I'm unsure, but they weren't here.
Do you have anything that was of them? Did they drop any weapons or shoot any arrows?
Where's the person who followed them? Can we talk to them? Whoever was trailing them back in the day?
You see him kind of like recede back into his mind for a moment. Well, that's strange. They're not here.
Where are they?
If they're not here, I can't tell you. And that's not like I don't want to tell you. I don't know.
Do you have any illusory magics?
Do I?
Yes.
Certainly.
Could you perhaps create illusions of these people and the person that is now missing? Any details you remember or can, through power, conjure for us, we may be able to...
It's like a police sketch.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What do you use minor illusion for? I'm looking for this badly drawn sketch. I'm like, no, I'm looking for this kid right here. Photorealistic. Let's go.
I have to see how detailed my notes are. Oh my goodness. Not
I would
very.
like a full profile.
I was like,
Not
let me get my
very.
legend lore
So
ready.
we're-
No objects.
We're gonna make some shit up right now.
And I'm going to write it down, and it's canonized.
Oh shit.
I'm glad in that I have caused this, and I'm not the one that takes notes.
So you see this first illusion is a goblin. Very small, pointed ears, a little bit greenish skin, and they are wearing a very finely crafted breastplate. And on the breastplate, there is a large emblazoned image of the Seal of Krieg, who is the god of war and order. It has like this large hammer with almost like a serpentine tail wrapping around the hammer, almost like the caduceus.
Is this one of the heroes? Because I know we have the fighter, the caster, and the cleric. Would I assume this is the fighter?
You could, for sure, assume that's the fighter.
Was that Atreus or Balazar?
That is Balazar. And then you see another figure. You see an aquatic looking individual. They have like bluish pale skin, slight amounts of webbing between their fingers. Doesn't go all the way up to the tips of their fingers, but just enough that it would make a difference while swimming. You see little striations on the sides of their neck as they wear this big, like long flowing cloak. And you see a book of almost like a spell book, similar to your own. Not quite with the heft of what you carry, simply because when you actually expand your spell book and open it to its full extent, it's ridiculous because it's all of them, everyone that's ever been done. So it's a little bit different, but it's very clearly like well-worn and well-loved spell book. You would think this to be Atreus. Yeah, so they appear to be Triton. In stark contrast to the small goblin figure you saw at first, you see an individual almost roughly like 3.5 times their size. Even in this small illusion, clearly massive, towering. What you would recognize and assume to be a Goliath. They have like grayish skin, long, almost flowing hair, and feminine figure. They have like markings along their face, and then are wearing very heavy crafted plate armor. And you see Kiara, who is wearing with this armor, has similar to this like ornate armor that's similar to what the fighter is wearing, but has a shield that has an emblazoned sun on it. Perhaps a champion or cleric of Iliara, who is currently fucked. And then last but not least, this very sharp-featured Eladrin, mask presenting, has short, neatly coiffed hair, and then has burned leaves around them, and was just this figure of almost like desecrated woodland in a sense, just the form they took being here in this awful place. So those are the 4 beings that you see.
And what's his name?
Oh, does he show us his informant?
That's the informant, right?
That is
sorry.
yeah. And then here's what's going to happen, because I have not yet named this person, and you are going to receive something as a show of good faith. Biatrice, Sam leans down to you.
I kiss him. No, I don't.
He then walks away from Biatrice and leans down to you and whispers a name into your ear that you, in this moment, cannot understand, but know that you could recall it if you needed to. You have been given the true name of somebody from this place, and I don't know it yet, so neither do you.
Okay.
These images pop up as they have been described. You have been given new information, hard to understand. He looks at the 4 of you. So the sun is wrong. Mm-hmm. The gods are scared at best.
Generously. If
the sun is wrong, and it is wrong in the way you have described, there are only a handful of things that could have happened. I feel that if Iliara was dead, it would be gone, not wrong, which leaves corruption, presumably. I mean, other things could have happened, but short of Iliara dying and someone immediately ascending to her seat, I don't think that's what happened. So we're going to go with corruption. It would be incredibly difficult for someone to have done that.
But not impossible.
No. It hasn't been done, but it's always could have been done.
Do you know of anyone who could pull strings that big from your time?
I assume someone from the abyss.
No one that I did not kill myself. And he kind of like reaches into something back deep in his mind to feel a feeling that he needs to feel in that moment.
I'd like to make an insight check on him as he's doing that.
Go ahead and roll it.
I know you said you can't find where your informant is now, but can you say where he was the last time he was here?
He thinks about that for a moment.
Nat 20.
If he left with the mortals, I suppose the wizard could have plane shifted, but otherwise they'd have used the Hellgate to return to the material plane. It is hard for anyone other than me to leave this place to another plane that's not the material plane.
All right.
That's by design. Don't want the worst people who have ever been getting out to all the other planes and causing havoc.
That's understandable. All right. Also, Ben and his frickin' nat 20.
I'm getting there. On a natural 20, as you see him, and all of you kind of see and almost feel the familiar feeling of someone who is reaching for a feeling of security in a way. You don't know how you know this, Buckley, other than it reminds you of the feeling you had in the moments where you were coming back and clawing on to the memory of Damon so that you could latch onto something that made sense to you while you were chasing down his abductors. This is, as he says, no one that I didn't kill myself. He is latching on to the memory of having done that, because the thought of whomever this might be not being dead is bad news. But he is latching onto the feeling, and you see him calm down, almost in the sense of he found that feeling and knew it to be true. As you have that moment of realization, and as he talks about corruption, you start to hear a little bit more chaos from outside. And Kaelis, actually everybody but Ved, you start to notice flashes of red happening around the trading floor on the monitors. And then you look up at the screen.
This is a mass extinction event, isn't it?
You would think, for a moment, you think the chaos is a massive influx of souls, but the opposite is happening. You see numbers start to drop quickly, extremely quickly. The number of souls in hell is crashing, and there is pandemonium. Sam snaps his fingers, the sound dampening goes away, and you hear all of the chaos. There's a klaxon, bam, 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 as there seems to be a mass exodus of souls leaving hell. You see, even on the trading floor, people are corporeal here because that is the nature of this plane. Their bodies aren't here. Their bodies are wherever they were left on the material plane, and they are just snapping away. These spirits are just poofing away. Not everyone, but you see several, and then Sam has a realization. Fuck. Undead. We're gonna need the Hells Divers. Thank you for listening to this episode of Azara's Fist, an amateurish production. You've just heard the voices of Eli Shanks as Kaelis, Katie DeMatteis as Biatrice, Shawn Banerjee as Ved, Ben Martin Mooney as Buckley, and Justin Lane as everyone and everything else. Editing for this episode was done by Ben Martin Mooney and Katie DeMatteis, with sound design by Cy Rutherford using assets from Monument Studios. Join us on Patreon at patreon.com/amateurishproductions for special bonus content, including our immediate reactions to each episode at our free tier and full post-edit talkback episodes at all of our paid tiers. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.